bass player in the Brew. We are backstage in Erfurt. Yeah. And we've just had a really long drive. That's why we're dead.
I'm Jason. I play guitar and sing in the Brew. And as Tim says, we're in Erfurt. We came all the way from Cologne this morning, so we're rearing and ready to rock and roll right now. I'm Kurt, and I play the loud drums.
Yeah.
Who is he?
When you are starting with making music as the band The Brew?
About 7 years ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 7 years this month actually. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, because I was like out of term holidays. It's a weird time now.
Say a few things about The Brew as a band and which are the influences from your music?
Well, massively inspired by 60s, 70s rock, like Hendrix, Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, but then with a bit of a modern feel to it as well. So, like, Cool Shaker, Wolf Mother, Black Keys. We kind of just sort of combine those two sort of ages of music into our own, really.
And when The Brew is starting, that you can say a few words about the beginning days and exactly the first concerts?
Well, I remember 7 years ago when I first joined the band, I remember coming to our first gig at the Black Horse, the Black Beauty in Scunthorpe, which is like the worst town ever, and it's like an hour. Well, our town where we come from, Grimsby, is probably the worst town ever, but this other town, Scunthorpe, is like an add-on, an extension to it. And there was 21 people there. Wow. And we just, we played around the UK for a while, built a good fan base, but then we just thought, every band's doing this, why don't we just take a different approach? And we went across the water and we started touring in Holland first. I was about 15 at the time, I was 16 years old, and we started touring in Holland, and then we slowly merged our way into Belgium, France, and then we hit Germany. And ever since then, we've never really been home. We've just been on the road constantly, and thankfully the German audiences have welcomed us with open arms, and we really love the Brew's music, which is great for us, because as long as people keep listening to the music, we're always on the right, on tour and play, so. It was a long, difficult process at first.
And the newest CD is out now, The Third Floor. Can you say a few words about the working on the CD, on the album, the processing?
Well, I mean, unlike the other albums, we actually had some time to actually record this album. I think we had 3 weeks, which for us is a complete luxury. I think the last album we did in 5 days. And this album 3 weeks. So really it was a big opportunity to really work on the songs and the production, the whole album. That really does show through it. So yeah, we were really happy with the end result, and the whole tour now is built around the new album. The whole set is basically featuring the whole new album, but with people's favourites from the last couple of albums also. And we worked again with the same producer as last time, Chris West, who seems to understand us very well. He's got a lot of experience which he can bring in. He's worked with some great artists in the past. He's worked with many famous people and had a lot of hits as well, actually. So he brought a lot of experience into the recording studio for us, which is why I like to work with the guy. So yeah, it's been a good process and a good end result, we think.
And what is the next steps for the band, the Brew? Have you plans for making a new album or play together with other musicians?
We've just released this album really, but we've just started the third floor tour now. But we've got plans that we're going to Scandinavia next year. We're going breaking into new countries, and we're already sort of we've got ideas together already for new material.
I think the main thing is we've just done a show for the ZDF SAT. Possibility is that we're going to release that after it's been shown across Germany in November. We're going to release that show as a DVD. But also, we're now looking at the possibility of using the audio track as a live album, also live CD. So, we're discussing it because I think there's so much demand from people, from us, for a live CD. That it's probably going to be the next step, but there are no definite plans, but it's a definite maybe. Definitely maybe.
And can you say a few words about the scene in your hometown, or especially in England, that you can say the steps for a band to become output, whatever?
Yeah, don't play.
Are there any changes?
England's a very tough market. England's a very tough market unless you're particularly picked up by the industry, and it's very fashionable music, despite the fact that it's probably the home place of extra music, I guess. But right now it's a very difficult scene. There's not much support for new material from bands like ourselves or bands like us trying to go out on the road and tour. And the venues aren't so cool, and the whole scene is the whole scene is really depressive in England. And the way forward is Europe. Quite honestly, the whole of Europe, especially Germany for our style of music. I mean, it's the land of rock and roll as far as we're concerned. But places like Poland, Spain, Holland, Belgium, all the Eastern European countries, all these countries have been very good for the Brew, and it just seems that people welcome us with open arms and are really interested in what we're doing. Maybe in time we'll go back to England with the success of Europe behind us and start to make some impact there. But right now, to be honest with you, we're having the time of our lives over here in Germany. So long may it continue.
Much thanks.
Yeah.